Thank you for joining us for the continuation of the ICC Elevate Africa 2025. The next speaker is coming up and is someone that I've been looking forward to hearing from. I've watched some of his, couple of materials, but then I am very sure that today he is going to take it to the next level. So Isreal Ajose is the founder of Sacred Planets Academy and a leading voice in astrology, tarot, and numerology. Trained under Liz Green at the Center for Psychological Astrology in London. He blends traditional and psychological astrology to guide personal and spiritual growth. His work draws from deep roots in Ifa cosmology, mythology, Kabbalah, and shamanism. As the first black president of the Astrological Lodge of London, Isreal continues to teach and consult globally, helping others find clarity, purpose, and transformation. Elevated minds, please let's make welcome to International Conscious Conference 2025, Isreal Babatunde Ajose.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. First and foremost, I want to thank the universe for giving us. I'm hearing some feedback. I don't know if maybe the way that it's a little bit throwing me off a bit, but maybe it's because maybe somebody's is it because that is unmuted? Maybe, I don't know, but I'm hearing some feedback. I don't know if everybody else is hearing the feedback. Maybe it's just me. But I want to thank the universe, Olodumare, as in the Yoruba language, as we would say, for being here. Also the ancestors. I want to thank Femi Jubal very quickly for inviting me here to the ICC. It's a real great honor. I've been following him for a while on TikTok, and whenever I have a chance to see him live, I try to attend and hear what he's saying and support his talks. So thank you, and also for everybody here who's here, everybody a part of the ICC as well. I want to thank each and every single one of you for being here. My time is short, so they said I've only got 45 minutes, so I don't want to be giving it a shout out. So I'm going to be sharing my screen, and hopefully you should be able to all see that. Seeing the screen, yeah. I like using a bit of PowerPoint presentation. So yeah, okay. As you all know now, I'm an astrologer. I've been doing it for coming up like 24, approaching nearly 25 years now. And this is what I do. This is my full-time job. I see clients. I also teach. I run a number of courses. So I wanted to just give you a brief introduction. This is a subject which is extremely vast. The purpose of astrology is to be able to understand your fate in this incarnation, in this lifetime, to understand your fate, your fortune, to understand your destiny and how you can make it better, how you can make better choices in life, is what this topic, this subject of astrology essentially is about. Regardless of what your approach is, of how you view how the world was created, whether you're coming from a Judeo-Christian biblical approach, or whether you're coming from a more scientific Big Bang approach, or whether you're coming from a cosmological, each culture has its cosmology and mythology of how the world was created and how it came about. if you actually assess all of these cosmologies and mythologies, I assure you, they are all the same. That's another topic for another time. But one thing is sure, our ancestors, the first things that which they would have seen was the rising and setting of the sun and moon, which is what astrology essentially is. It's the study of time. Everything is based on time. Depending where you are right now, your geographical location, you can look at your watches, iPhones right now, and it will say a time. I'm in London, UK. It's 10:39 a.m. in the morning, right? Each and every one of you has a particular time. So this time means something for every second, millisecond, every minute, every hour, every day. It means something. And we were born at a particular time, which has a huge influence in terms of who we are and what we are going to become. What is our destiny? We've incarnated into this world for a reason, right? We have a purpose, and many of us are on the journey to discover that. Hence why we are here. Everybody who is here right now, everybody listening to this, don't get me wrong, I'm not claiming to be the world's savior. No, but you're here for a reason, and you must find the reason why you are here. The mysteries of life, the many questions we ask, left, right, over there, the uncertainty, the no idea, the don't know, the many questions are things that puzzle us. Which path should I be taking? There are no accidents, there are no coincidences, there are no mistakes. Those words, accidents, mistakes, and coincidences, are words which we use for something that we do not understand, something which is yet to be discovered. Hence why we go through times of lost, feeling confused, perplexed, disorientated, bewildered. These are all parts of life, parts of the journey. So over the years, we have developed various spiritual ideologies, principles, philosophies, wherever you go. Around the world, they will have an ideology, a philosophy, which is pertinent to them, which is pertinent to them, which is important to them. The world right now are there are people, groups of people who have certain mindsets and ideologies that think that that their God is the greatest God. Their God is the one. Their way of life is the one way. It's the most silly, the most ignorant thing to adopt. All fighting over this different facets of the same thing. But you see, when your understanding is limited, you miss the message. You miss what it's about. So, different religions, different spiritual systems, right? Wherever you go, each people have their own. They are drawn to a particular philosophy, a particular way of life, right? And people get caught up in that, not realizing these things are tools for self-development and self-understanding. So, what it is all about? Astrology. Because regardless of what faith or philosophy or ideology we want to adopt, we still find ourselves asking the same questions. Everybody is asking the same questions. Relationship. money, work, my career, health, success. We're all seeking the same things. It's how we go about it that needs to be questioned. So, your purpose is just ahead. Your purpose is actually here now. Are you willing to trade your old life for the new one? Is what is the question. As the Oracle told Neo in the Matrix, you didn't come here to make the choice. You've already made it. You're here to try to understand why you made it. This is why you are here. And this is the deep, intricate layer of what astrology is about. Astrology becomes a tool that allows you to understand why you made that choice. The family you were born onto is no accident. It's no coincidence. The time in which you were born, we shall talk about that. So one of the first things that we have to understand is our karma. Right? This is a word that gets thrown around a lot. First and foremost, karma is not good or bad. Nothing is good or bad. There's no such thing. We have extremes. That's different. We have imbalances. That's different. Good or bad is a Judeo-Christian concept which limits a particular understanding, a framework. Nobody is good or show me. I don't care who you want to point to in the history of humanity or mankind and say this person is evil. If you go to them, they'll tell you that they're not. I'm yet to see one. Right? Everybody's good. Everybody's the good guy. Everybody. We're all good. Nobody's bad. This is part of the problem. You see, it limits an understanding. So karma is not good or bad because very often when this word is used, it's often used in a quote unquote negative. I put that in quotes because negative doesn't mean bad either, but it's normally shown as something as, not nice, not pleasant, right? That's how karma is seen. No matter what your experience in life, whether you want to say it's good or bad, it's karmic. It's coming from some place. Karma is the soul working out its destiny through human conflicts and reconciliation from God, the universe, higher spirit. Call it as you want. Call it as you wish. Call it Olodumare. Call it the universe. We're talking about the same thing. We're talking about that same universal essence that we are a part of, which is greater than any of us. The word karma is a Sanskrit word. It means action because it's based on the idea that for every action, there's a reaction. If you push something left, it will go left. If you move something right, it will go right. So every word, every thought, every action creates a cause and effect. You reap what you sow. What goes around comes around. For every action, there will be an equal and opposite reaction. Astrology helps us understand what it is, what that we have done, what is the reaction, and how best can we work around it to make better choices, to bargain a better deal. The life which you have now is a deal which you have made. You just don't remember making it. You're not supposed to. It's a deal which you made. And it's like a contract. But just because you make a contract, you can change the contract, right? If you go to the bank and borrow a certain amount of money, and then maybe after a certain time, maybe it's a bit different. If you go back to the bank and say, look, I want to pay the money, but they will redraft you another contract. You still pay the money. Maybe you may have to pay less, make less payments over a longer period of time, but it's a contract. You can bargain yourself a better deal. Part of the Yoruba cosmology, for example, they speak about, they refer to Earth as a marketplace, Oja, our Noja, meaning that you came to price, you came to trade. This is what we're here for. And if you're going to the market, one of the major things which you need is money, or you need resources. Or back in the day, they say, oh, well, we used to do trade by barter. It's the same thing. It's an energy, it's a currency, something. I'm giving something for something. So whether it's money, whether it's trade by barter, you need it if you're going to the marketplace. What are you going to trade with otherwise? Whether it's gold, silver, doesn't matter. It still equals the same thing. People get caught up in semantics. And they miss the meaning. Astrology is a vehicle which provides meaning to your life. It reminds me when I was young, I was born in London, here, UK. I'm not saying that to make any kind of boasting, or that means nothing. But I was brought to Nigeria when I was like 10 years old, and I schooled over there. I lived in Lagos for 4 years. And I was living with an uncle, very religious, and he had, there was another, he was sort of like a real close family friend who was staying with us, and he was a tailor. So one day he sent me to the market to go and buy some, the cotton that they used to sew. So he gave me the money. I think he gave me something like 5 naira at the time. Yeah, I was in Nigeria back in the days when we were still using 10 kobo, 20 kobo you could still buy food for 10 kobo, 20 kobo. But he gave me 5 naira to go and buy this cotton. And on the way, there was one woman, her jollof rice smelled so nice. Oh my God. It was unresistible. So I stopped and I sat down and I spent the money bit by bit. It was and the more I ate the jollof rice, it was so nice. I bought another one. I spent the money. So I came back home and said, I lost the money. The money dropped in the gutter. Oh, really? That's what you did with my money. It fell in the gutter. Okay, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. The long short of the story is, I ended up having to pay that money back. They took it out of my my school allowance. I paid it back because I owe a debt, right? I didn't think of the consequences. My stomach got the better of me, but I paid it back. It's the karma. Yes, it's the karma. And I remember they used to give me money back then. Again, I'm showing my age here, of course. They would give me 60 kobo to go to school. You don't use kobo anymore in Nigeria. They used to give me 60 kobo. So 10 kobo was to take the bus to school, 10 kobo was to take the bus back from school, and the 40 kobo was my lunch money. So they took it out of that. So then the bus money, I now use the bus money to eat, and then I would walk home. You see the knock-on effect. So then it took me longer to go get home. When it took me longer I didn't have enough time to do the homework. It had a knock-on effect. I didn't realize it at the time. It's the karma. but I paid back the money. I had to. The money had to be replaced. That's karma for you. There are 3 types of karma. Very quickly, I know I'm short for time, so I have to be careful. There is the accumulated karma. You have a storehouse of karma. Throughout your lifetimes, we gather results from action, intentions, so there's a storehouse of karma. You have like a bank, right? A vault that is full of all the lifetimes, all the lives that you've been living, that is there. There is that karma. So that karma is fixed. It's already stored. It's already stored. Right? It's there. Then you have another karma. You have the ripened karma. Because you see, when you plant a seed, it doesn't grow immediately. It takes time. Right? So, you see, let me tell you something. Everybody who is in prison right now, I don't care which part of the world they are in, everybody who is in prison right now, for whatever crime they have committed or allegedly committed, that's not the reason why they are in that prison. To us, in this limited viewpoint, we're thinking, yeah, you did a crime, you got caught, and you are there. No. As a matter of fact, everybody who is in prison right now, regardless of which part of the area of the world they're at, they're not actually, some of them actually didn't actually commit that crime, but they're there. Many of them are innocent, but they're there. Some of them are definitely guilty of that crime, and they are there too. But that's not the punishment, if you want to say, quote unquote, or I wouldn't use the word punishment because karma is not a punishment. It's a result. The result of why they are there is not based on that action which they did. It's from another previous incarnation. Whatever they have been accused of, or whatever action it is that got them there, is going to ripen in another lifetime. So you have the ripened portion, which is specific events, situations in this lifetime. So the parents you were born onto, the society you lived, where you grew up, your siblings, your brothers, your sisters, the kind of education you had, your health, the kind of relationships what are the patterns, what are the circumstances? They are the ones that started to bear fruit. Stuff that was in the storehouse, which is now ripened. And then there's another karma, the one what you are creating right now. What did you do yesterday? What are you doing today? What are you going to do? The karma of right now. So that karma, what you are creating right now, based on your choices, your actions, your attitudes, is going into that storehouse. It feeds back into the number one. It's a continuous cycle. It's a continuous cycle. So we then come into cosmic or galactic. So we are we have a solar system. Remember, there are trillions of solar systems. Don't think for 1 minute that this is the only place where people live. So you are born into a particular cosmic, galactic solar system. There is a karma of that. There's a time period that you are born in. So you're born in the 19th century, 20th century, 21st century. That's a karmic. You're born into a particular era, if you want to say. There's a karma. Each time period has a karma associated with it in terms of how it's going to manifest astrologically. Then you have a national. Some of you may be born in various parts of the world. So you are connected to a particular national place. There's a karma that is, every nation has its karma. Whether you want to say it's good, bad, or indifferent, has it as a result. Then there's racial. Different races, or groups, or ethnics. right? There will be a karma. Each group, each ethnic will have its karma. Each group, ethnic people will talk about this happened to them and this happened to them and we do this and we do that and we are the best at this. Yeah, you're all part of one karmic cycle. Then you have the family, your mother, your father, brother, sister, uncles, aunties, children, and so on and so forth. That you're part of a grouping. There's going to be a pattern. There's a pattern that follows that. There's a pattern that follows each group, each ethnic. And then the most important is the personal, your personal karma, which is your soul. Let me tell you something. Your soul does not care about your race, about your ethnic group, about your nationality, about which time period you were born in, about which family you were born in. Stop blaming people, especially in your external world, for your problems or your issues. They are yours. The universe will do anything. I repeat, the universe will do anything to get its message across to you in that soul, to break it so that it can grow, so that it can expand, so that it can be free. The soul doesn't care about all this nonsense, all this, I'm Igbo, he's Yoruba, or what. So what? It doesn't mean nothing. In the grand scheme of things, it means nothing. What are you here to do? What is the message? What is your purpose here? I don't care which race, group, ethnic group you belong to. Every single group of people have got great things you can celebrate, and they have also got the shadow side, the things that are not so great about them too. No one is great, better than another. There's no one superior. We are all having our trials and tribulations. Make no mistake about it. Don't get caught up in that. What is the essence? What is on the soul level? This is what we need to get to. The soul doesn't care about all of that. You think when you die, when you get there, you think there's a heaven that's for Yoruba people and one for Igbo or one for Hausa or Fulani or one for Ghana or Bantu, or strong attraction or aversion to a type of music or associated connectedness to a particular time in history. Some people are attracted to times in history. These are clues to past lives. Strong dreams or visions of dying or being killed. Many of you have that. It's coming from your previous life. Dreams that have strong emotional content, that are set in historical periods, often reoccurring. These are clues to your past life. Natural talent, skill that one possesses, but which have not been learned in this lifetime. So many. You see children, they'll get on the piano, they'll start playing. Did you teach them how to play piano? No, there's no musician in our family. Oh, I don't know where you get it from. You don't know where you got it from. I know where they got it from. Football, sports, whatever. Where did this guy get this? Where did this lady, how did you develop this? Don't think it's in one lifetime. Unusual tendencies, habits in this lifetime for no obvious reason. Phobias, dislikes. Some of you have phobias of snakes, dogs, all this for no obvious reason. Where do you get it from? Right? These are often connected with the mode of death in the past life. Seemingly illogical dislikes, loves, hates. These are clues, unusual expressions, memories, events, right? That have not occurred in this lifetime. Birthmarks. These may be associated with injuries or hurts in a previous life to the physical body. You hear, for those of you, and again, I'm not just, I'm from my culture background is Yoruba, but you find this all over the world. The Yoruba, they have this abiku. Some of you are familiar with this, with children that they keep dying, and then they will mark the baby. And then the next baby that is born will be born with the same mark. I've seen it, first-hand experience. These are clues to your past life. So, when we incarnate into a time when the planets were in particular parts of the sky. This is what mapping the heavens is about. This is what an astrologer does. A child is born at a particular date, time, month of the year. We calculate where were the planets. Was it day? Was it night? Where was Sun, Mars, Jupiter, Venus? We plot it. Anything born at any particular time has the soul and the spirit and the energy of that time. There's a pattern in that time. So, one of the major questions is, but so are you trying to tell me everything is written in the stars? Yes, it is. The structure of how your life is going to be was all mapped out within the first month after you were born. Yes, 100%. Day by day, month by month. It's all mapped out. So then the question is, so don't we have free will? Yeah, you have free will. I think people get caught up with that word. Free will. They normally focus on the word free. Just to bust your bubble, there is no such thing as free. Everything in this universe is dependent and connected with something else. There is nothing free. Nothing. Even when they say it's free, it's not free. Right? It's interesting. The ICC. Am I correct? It's free, right? You guys didn't pay, right? But you are listening. When all the speakers who are coming up here, you are paying attention. Listen to the word. You are paying attention. It's not free. You're paying something. You're giving your presence. You're giving your energy. You're giving your attention. You're asking questions. You're participating. It's part of it. It's an exchange. Everything is about exchange. So when you hear free will, yes, attention is energy. Yeah, you see, free will is like, I always make the same. If you go to a Nigerian buffet, have any of you been to a buffet? A buffet, they will tell you, if that's why it's called a buffet, they'll say, eat as much as you like. You pay a certain amount, and they'll say, eat as much as you like, right? So it looks like, oh, I can eat as much as I like. But that eat as much as you like, because that eat as much as you like, it doesn't have any limits. But there are limits. Of course, there's going to be. Number one, your stomach is limited. There's only a certain amount of food you can eat. Even if you're a big eater, there's only a certain amount of food you can eat. So your free will is limited. Number two, you're limited by what's on the menu. If it's a Nigerian buffet, I'm not going to find pizza, but I want pasta. You're not going to find it. It's a Nigerian buffet now. You are going to find eba, amala. You're going to eat swallow. You're going to eat jollof rice. I'm not expecting to find Chinese food or whatever. There may be a bit of a fusion, but if we want to keep it authentic, you're not going to find those foods. So you are limited. So your free will, listen carefully, Your free will is dependent on how much knowledge you have. The more informed, that's why knowledge is power. The more informed and the more knowledge and the more conscious. This is the ICC, International Conscious Conference. The more conscious, meaning the more aware, the more informed you are, the more free will you have. Your free will relies on this and this. Then you can bargain a better deal with your life. But we need to go to the astrological chart, which looks something like this. Now, I might as well be speaking Chinese by putting this on the screen. What is this? This is how an astrological chart looks. It's the map of the sky for when some particular person was born. All these symbols are planets and zodiac signs, which are it is. And this is something that everybody has. Everybody has, because you were born on a particular day, a particular time, in a particular place. Every second, every minute. 5 minutes can be the difference between 10 naira and a billion naira. 5 minutes, yes. You want to talk about fate and fortune? 2 minutes can be, I'm telling you, you can miss a bus in 2 minutes. People have missed a plane. 5 minutes, they've missed a plane. And that plane that took off ended up crashing. What do you want to say? Every second it means something. So astrology becomes a tool that allows you to understand who, why, what, and when. When is something going to materialize? I have this thing in my chart. When is it going to materialize? Is marriage in my chart? When will I get married? Is children in my chart? When will I have children? Am I going to build a house? Am I going to be successful? Depending on what your definition of success is. Where is it? You know, on TikTok, you get caught up. There's so many astrologers. I've been somewhat impressed on one hand, but disappointed on another with the amount of astrologers that I see, Nigerian astrologers especially. Oh, Aries. So you are Aries. So yeah, that means this. You are Aries. You cannot marry Cancer. People get caught up in all this nonsense. What does it mean? Each zodiac sign means something on a deeper level. The amount of people come to me. You're an astrologer. Oh, I'm Aries. Tell me about me. Okay, tell you. Okay, so I tell you about what Aries is. So now what? I give you all the attributes. I tell you all the positive, even the negative of what Aries is. Okay, okay. What are you going to do with it? Is it going to pay your bills? What is it going to do? It's astrology very often, especially on social media, has become a feel-good factor. We need to get to the esoteric. We need to get to the spiritual. We need to get to the purpose, the meaning. Every zodiac sign has a meaning. Now, and this is all talking, we're talking on sun sign. When you're saying you're Aries, you're Taurus, you're just telling me your sun sign. You're just telling me the month in which you are born. So you are Aries, you are Taurus, you are Cancer. Okay, there are millions of Aries. There are billions of Taurus, Gemini, Pisces, Aquarius, Scorpio, you name it. What makes you different? Because you are different. Your chart is like your fingerprint. It's identical. Even twins, they don't have the same chart. You have sun sign, moon sign, Mercury sign, Venus sign, Mars sign, Jupiter sign, Saturn sign. Each one can be in any of the 12 constellations at that moment you were born. Then it goes even deeper. There's levels to this. One of the first astrology books which I picked up, I remember the guy said, I've been studying astrology for 50 years and I'm barely scratching the surface. Mark Edmund Jones. I said, what? How am I going to learn this thing? My teachers, when I still speak to them, they're in their 80s now. They still tell me, Israel, I'm still learning this thing. You never stop. It's one of the golden tickets which my teacher gave me. She called me one side. She says, never stop, please. Keep going. Keep continuing. Don't ever limit yourself to any kind of, I make it my duty to seek knowledge anywhere. If it's useful, I use it. If it's not, I put it aside. Fine. Astrology. It's the map. It's your code. Everybody has a cosmic code. You have a cosmic bank account. It's there. You just have to know how to unlock it. That's what it is. All we map the moon. Just yesterday, we had a full moon in Aquarius. We have full moons every month, new moons every month, cycles of the moon. Our time today, if I tell you to meet me tomorrow, right? As Brother Femi tell me to be here today at 10:15. Okay, I look at the clock. How do I know it's 10:15? Our clocks are based on the rising and setting of the sun. That's what determines the time. That's what we are using of the time. So it's time. Time is cyclical, not linear. Everything is a cycle. It's a pattern. That's why an astrologer can say, oh, at this time, this is going to happen. This time, because we see the patterns being repeated daily, monthly, yearly. You see, the planets, they are constantly moving. Everything is moving. Everything in this universe is moving. And so should you. You should be moving mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally, financially. You're supposed to be moving. You're going to have your ups and downs just like anybody else. You're supposed to be moving. Each planet is orbiting the sun at its own rate, its own distance, its own speed. This is where the concept of your Olympic Games is from. The Olympic Games is something that came out of the culture of Greece. It's based on astrology. The origins, all these Olympic Games you see today, they are playing football, netball. No. It wasn't like that. Back in the day, the original Olympics, track and field, running, jumping, shot put, hurdles, discus. That's the original games. Every Olympic Games, they add more and more and more. Okay, fine. It's part of entertainment. But it's based on astrology. That's why the number one sport or the number one focus in the Olympics is track and field. People go there to watch the running, especially the sprinters. 100 meters, 200 meters. They are the star of the show. That's why they go and watch. That's the number one thing. It's based on, that's why all the runners have to be in their lane, which represents all the planets. If you are in a lane, if you go into somebody else's lane, what happens? You get disqualified. Stay in your lane. Your chart, your astrological chart, shows you the lane that you need to stay in. How you need to progress. What do you need to learn? Where are your talents? Where are your skills? Each planet will show you what it is that you need to learn. Must stay in your lane. Focus on your own race. You can't be focusing on thing over there is they are doing thing. Khadija over there is doing something. David over there is doing, and so what? What are you doing? It amazes me sometimes, especially with Nigeria. I will use Nigeria as an example. They will blame the government for everything. Somebody will tell you about somebody in the government. Listen, if you get somebody who's complaining about Tinubu, he will tell you everything about Tinubu. He will tell you how much he spent, how much is in his bank account, how much okay, what about yours? They will know more about Tinubu than themselves. Focus on you. Astrology brings you back to you because it's about you. Everybody who you are seeing in whatever position they are in, whether even if there is fraudulent or corruption behind it, it's none of your business. Stay in your lane. Don't get caught up. Don't get caught up with what you're seeing on social media, what Tinubu is doing. This is all a distraction. That's how the ego gets distracted from where it needs to be on its lane. Before you know it, you've missed the gift. You've missed the prize. You've missed what you've come here to do because you're getting caught up in what other people are doing. You are directing your movie. You don't like an actor or an actress that is in your movie, change the script. You change the script, you change the karma, you change the outcome. Astrology gives you that awareness based on where the planets were at that time of birth. It is something the ancients have been doing for years. So it's okay to say, okay, I'm an Aries, I'm a Cancer, I'm Sagittarius, I'm Capricorn, I'm Aquarius. Okay, fine. What does it mean? What is the purpose? Each one of the zodiac signs has a purpose. Your sun sign is your mission in life. It's what you are becoming. It's what you are becoming is your sun sign. There's a school of thought that says when we are being incarnated, when our mothers are impregnated with us and we are coming through that 9 months, there is a portion of our soul which stops off at each one of the planets to take a portion. And depending the portion of that planet which our soul takes shows in the chart where it's going to be. It's symbolic, of course. It's not to be taken literal. Just like many of these religious concepts that you read in your Bibles or your Qurans or your holy scriptures, they are symbolic. Most people following these doctrines is going straight over their head. They are not getting a thing. Everything is literalized. That's the world which we live in. Everything is literal. What is the deeper meaning? What is the purpose? That is what it is. So, the ancient Egyptians, Babylonians, even the Greeks, each culture you go amongst, they have their own astrology because they're seeing the same stars. You're seeing the same planets at night. You're seeing the same rising of the sun, setting of the sun. You're seeing the same full moon occurring every month. It's not a different one. We see a full moon every 28 days, which, by the way, coincides with you females, our mothers, our sisters, our wives, with your menstrual cycle. You have one every 28 days. This is when the moon returns back to its position wherever it started our journey. The moon controls the waters. Our physical body is 75% water. Full moon, high tide. New moon, low tide. So all of these planets have significance in the roles which they are playing in our life. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, call it, it's all there. The ancients were aware that each planet signified something. So they saw them as deities, gods, archetypes, energies, principles. which meant something. Which brings us to the study, the knowledge of what astrology is. Understanding where the planets are. Because as the planets are going around the sun, they are showing us cycles. Everything's a cycle. Everything is a wave. So we all have a time when we are up, and we all have a time when we are down. Astrology lets us know when we are down and when we are up. Right? We know when we need to work hard, and we know when we need to take it easy. This is what the planets essentially are about. Each planet has its cycle. Jupiter has its cycle. Saturn has its cycle. Mars has its cycle. Venus has its cycle. The sun has its cycle. The sun has its cycle every year. That's why we have a birthday every year. This is where the concept of many happy returns, where do you think it comes from? It's astrological. Because the sun has returned back to the place. So you are now 1 year old. Because the cycle of the sun is what the calendar is based on. So through this, we can tell the cycles. We can know that, okay, this is a period for this, or this is a period for that. Just like we have seasons. Spring, summer, autumn, winter, or in Nigeria, rainy season, dry season. Okay. So a farmer knows when to plant certain things during rainy season or during dry season. What are you doing? Everything is cyclical. Once you understand the cycles of your life, you've got it mapped out. What kind of life do you have? Then you are in a better position to make better choices. Then you can use your free will in an appropriate way. You see, all those people, Davido, Dangote, all those rich people that people like to use as references. They have so much money. We are so poor. Why they should be giving us money? They should be doing it. Why? Why should they be? Let me tell you something. If the 1% in the world today came together and decided, do you know what? All this money, all your Bill Gates, all of them, I don't care, or your Rothschilds, all of them, if they all came together and said, you know what? We're going to share this money equally. We're going to give everybody whatever it is that it amounts to. We're going to give everybody this equal amount. We're going to spread that wealth equally. Everybody is going to get a share. Shall I tell you something? In 6 months' time, all of that money will end up back in their hand. Guarantee. Even in less than 6 months. 6 months is even too long. 3 months. It will end up back in their hand. You are where you are based on what you're doing and what you know, or what you don't know. Astrology shows you the key. They are not responsible for you. Even if you want to say, they did fraud, it doesn't matter. Tinubu is president, it's not by accident. Even if you want to say, but the election was rigged. Okay, maybe. I'm not saying it's not. What I'm telling you is, whether he rigged it or not, he would have become president. Whether he rigged it or not, he still would have become president. He chose to, if he rigged, if we want to say he rigged, he chose to rig it, but he didn't need to. He would have become president anyway. It would have been other things, his own ego and insecurity, that made him do the rigging. He's not there by accident. The same thing in America, they say, Donald Trump, you think he's there by accident? He's not there by accident. As much as you want to say, but these people are corrupt. And so, it's none of your business. Whether they got there through corruption or not, they were going to be there anyway.
How do you?
That corruption, what made them get there, that's something they decided to do. They've already offset that karma. That's between them and the universe. Nothing to do with you. Where are you? What is my chart saying? Where do I need to be? There is no accidents. There is no coincidences. Stop looking at life as a mistake. Stop looking at life, oh, it shouldn't be. No, it is. That's what it is. Where you are at for a reason. Because the universe is trying to send a message, and it will keep doing, and it will keep. See, and what happens is you start impounding because you're trying to escape. You don't want to face the consequences. So you try to wiggle out. So you go to your priest, you go to your imam, you go to your babalawo. Do something now. Do something. What you want me to do? Ebo, no problem. I go, yeah. Part-time solutions, knee-jerk reactions. I'm not saying they don't work, that's not my thing. They are knee-jerk reactions. They don't get to the root. Not to say that they don't have the root, because they do, but they don't get to the root because people want quick solution. Give it to me now. Give it to me now. You think you can go through life paying your way out of debt, out of your karmic debt? You think you can just be going to priest, imam, babalawo, whoever, and be paying them to be escaping your karma? For how long? It doesn't work like that. There's no free lunches. So now everybody becomes your enemy. Secret mom. It's Uncle Kinikan. You see that Uncle and now something secret mother, BC mother. No, Chineke, Chinuku, whatever. Ngozi, my man, and my mother-in-law, they bring wala. Now you. The wala is on your head. You need to get to the root. The root is in your chart. What is the karma you have come with? Once you know the karma you have come with, once you know the patterns of where the planets were when you were born, then you can bargain a better deal.
I don't think my audio is...
All those Ebo, you're just bargaining a deal with the gods. That's all it is. So that's why sometimes you do the Ebo. Oh, it worked. The thing went away now. Oh, really? Don't worry, it's coming back. If you didn't deal with it, it's coming back. It's like, you have a headache. I will take paracetamol. Yeah, okay. It reminds me, people, they go to the doctor one day. Here is hurting me, sir. Do you have something? They will give them. Then 3 months later, my leg is paining me. You don't know it's the same pain.
Where is knee?
Sorry? Oh, okay, sorry. I thought I thought somebody was giving me, my time is up. I know my time is coming up, so I'm looking at the clock. I don't want to take too much time. So everything is there in the birth charts, the rhythm of life. 7 minutes, no problem. Thank you. So, zodiac signs. Your sun sign is what you are becoming. Each zodiac sign has a purpose. We can only go so far, of course, for time purposes. But just to understand that each zodiac sign, whatever zodiac sign you are, number one, that's your sun sign. Now, the sun sign is very important, as the sun is very important to us. It's very central for us. It provides light. The sun gives us light. Without light, there's no life. They say in the Bible, in the beginning, God created the heaven and earth. And he said, let there be light is the first thing we create. If you go to any cosmology, now light is first come now. How you go see? Light, enlightenment, illuminated, knowledge, experience, consciousness. Your zodiac sign is your source, because the sun is the source of our life here on this planet Earth. The sun provides the source. The sun is the source. So your sun sign is the source of what you need to connect to. You are connected to it, but you need to connect to it as well. In Nigeria, you have the great river Niger there. I'm saying it like we're a third party, like I'm not Nigerian. We have the great river Niger there. I'll rephrase. But that River Niger has a source. You know, it's very interesting. They say Mungo Park discovered this. Say you don't find people there when you get there. Discover this something. How can you discover something when people are there already? But story, set that aside. But it has a source. Where is the source? Where is this river flowing from? Your zodiac sign, your sun sign is the source. So for many people, they are just seeing, just like a river, you're seeing the river flowing, you're seeing your sun sign, but you don't know the source. What is the source? The source, the sun in Aries is needing to be pioneering, needing to lead, right? It's embedded, it's a part of that fabric. You know, the Taurus is to provide. The Gemini is to connect, is to communicate. The Cancer is to nurture. The Leo is to inspire. The Virgo is to organize. It is to be analytical. The Libra is to balance. The Scorpio is to go in depth. The Sagittarius is to travel, to expand. The Capricorn is to build, is to maintain. The Aquarius is to animate, is to change. And the Pisces is to embody the whole, to connect the whole, to connect us to a bigger. Each zodiac sign has its purpose. That's the source of what it's about. And it's very important that we understand that source. And that's just sun sign. Because once you know where the source is, how are you going to get there? Because if I tell you that, okay, where is the source of River River Niger? Where is the source? If you tell me where the source is, okay, we can talk now that, but we are not there, right? If we want to make it, I say, okay, how are we going to get there? Are you going to drive? Are you going to take plane? Are you going to take a boat? That's your Mercury, right? You're going to need expenses to go there, right? You're going to need money.
Mercury, money.
Right? You're talking Venus. So you're gonna need your different things, you know, to get to that source. It's all, your chart is all one package. Every single one of you is on a journey. Every single one of you. Your journey is different from mine. We are all here because our journeys have brought us together. The ICC has brought that, has created a if you want to say a port, has created a port or portal, probably a better word, for us to connect. But our journeys are different. When we finish here, we've all got different responsibilities, different things in our life. Some of you have to go to your wife, to your husband, to your children, to some of you have to go to work. We've all got different things. But we are connected by an ideology which connects us to a portal. So know your lane, know your path, know the direction where you are. Right? And understand that each one of these astrological zodiac signs is getting you to discover who you truly are within. You strip all of those, if you want to call them titles. I'm a man, I'm a woman, I am Yoruba, I am Igbo, I am Fulani, I am white, I am black, I am Christian, I am Jew, I am Isheshe, I am... Strip all of that. We need to get to that soul. As above, so below. Keep learning, people. Keep growing. Keep exploring. And on that note, I thank each and every single one of you. I don't know if there's going to be room for questions and answers, or maybe we're going to do that later. I want to thank Femi again, the ICC again.
Thank you.
Keep up the great work. It's been a real great pleasure being here. Seriously. 45 minutes for me, Femi, 45 minutes for me. Now warm up. I don't know which one you give me. I don't know this kind of time where you give me. They say African time, Nigeria time. Which one be 45 minutes? That one now warm up now. That one.
We wanted to give them a teaser. so that we can reserve the best.
When Brother Femi say 45 minutes and 45 minutes.
We can reserve the best for the community.
No problem, no problem, sir. I really
much.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so
much.
much.
It's really been an honor
really
being here. Thank you.
Session.
Yes.
The truth is, post International Conscious Conference, we are going to have another session with Mr. Isreal for the Manifest Growth community. It's a community of over 2,000 people. So we're going to have that because I know that 45 minutes is not enough for this. So we're going to take just 2 questions from Zoom. If you would like to ask a question, just 2 questions from Zoom. So go ahead. If you have a question, you can unmute yourself and ask your question. And if we have questions on TikTok, on YouTube, you can also ask.
Yeah, I have a question.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yes.
Go ahead, please.
Good morning.
Good morning, yeah. My name is Larry.
Yes, Larry.
Thank you so much for the inspiring lectures.
Thank you.
Yeah, sir. My question is, I don't know if maybe at some point maybe I missed this particular point. Maybe you've mentioned it before, but the question is, if a soul is to be born for the first time, so
no such thing.
No such thing.
That question it's obsolete from the beginning.
Okay.
It's obsolete from the beginning. There's no such thing as a first time. It may be a first time in a particular circumstance, maybe. Okay, but as a soul, you see, the universe is eternal. This is one of the problems which, as us as humans, we deal with a little bit, because we are thinking in a beginning and end kind of format, which is understandable. We have beginnings or starts of cycles, but there is no such thing as a beginning. In terms of, you have always existed and you shall continue to always exist. Always. And people say, how do you know that? Nature tells you that. Go and study nature. The food we are eating is the same food. It's the same seed going back into that soil, which is coming back out. The same corn, which is the same corn that dries, that dies, that we put back in the soil, that brings new life again. It is continuous. There's nothing new. There's nothing new under the sun and nothing old under the moon. It's all been done before. The soul. So there's no such thing as a new soul. It's essentially speaking. It's a phrase. It's a phrase to. It's a phrase to understand, kind of like a point. But there's a new soul to say a new soul for the first time. No, you have existed somewhere, some galaxy, some time zone, some cosmos, some planet, somewhere.
All right, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Wow.
Yes, no problem.
Thank you so much, Mr. Isreal. Let's have one more question.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, morning.
Yeah, I'm really happy to be part of this lecture.
Thank you, sir.
Being for my brother from Africa.
Yeah.
Really, and I trust Femi. He's been giving us the original.
Oh.
And I would like to meet you in person. Because
no problem.
I can see the energy that I'm seeing in Femi.
You know, Femi, he's I say it and I'll continue to say it. At one point, I kind of lost a bit of hope. In terms of, you know, I know it's not a great thing, a nice thing to say, but I kind of lost a bit of hope. I was a little bit, is there nothing? When I heard, I said, hold on a minute. which person be this? So is this person in Nigeria or is he? But when he was breaking, I said, I need to. Sir, listen, my finger don't bend from power tapping for when I hear him speak I tell him, I say, listen, let me the power tap for you. Don't,
Yeah, my
because even
question.
this
My
guy is just dropping gems and knowledge. It's a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, yeah. And I see the same energy in you.
Thank you, thank you, sir.
This is my first time listening to you.
Thank you.
So I'm so particular about source.
Right, yes.
So you made mention of it and you use a very good example.
Yeah.
Most of the river, oceans,
Yes.
even the air that we breathe in and breathe out every day.
Yes.
The source is very, very important.
Yes.
And according to astrology, I don't know anything about it, but
Yeah.
I've heard a lot about it. But I've been learning numbers from Femi.
Right,
So
yes.
from the numbers, I've been picking up a lot of things.
Yes.
A lot of things.
Yeah.
So when it comes to source of those things,
Yes.
how do you get to it?
Well, the source is understanding. From a learning perspective, it's about learning the sciences and understanding which each planet. Now, for example, you mentioned numerology there, which I know Femi is definitely into, and numerology and astrology are brother and sister, so to speak. And over the years, they've always been very closely used and related. And there are aspects of astrology which fuse into numerology and vice versa, where principles of numerology also connected with astrology, because again, they recognize the archetypes. So the number one has a particular principle, has a trait, has a characteristic, which is related to a particular planet, right? So the source, essentially, by understanding these principles, these disciplines, these sciences, it allows one to understand where your own, on an individual level, where your own source is. Where is it from? Where is it that you need to connect to? Or where is it that you need to connect to, where you need to plug in, right? Instead of then following, the masses, right?
Okay. You got a student. You got a
yeah.
student.
Yeah.
You got a student. I'm saying I'm your student.
Yeah, you got. we're all students, though. Yeah, no problem, no problem. I mean,
So I would like to know how I'm going to be able to link with you.
Exactly,
And,
Miss Israel. There are a lot of people
Yes.
here asking for your social media handles so they can
yeah,
follow you.
I think I may even have it here. Oh, so that's it there on the screen.
Thank you very much.
So that's my email. That's the website. In terms of thing, because again, I teach, I run courses and stuff like that. I don't want to feel like maybe I'm stepping on anybody's toes or trying to think. But even with Brother Femi, I'm happy to, to maybe put a class together for you guys or whatever, and whatever can be done. And well, okay. You see, we can see the camera at work right there. So, but yeah, I'm more than happy to think again. I'm work with Brother Femi and with the ICC and with the establishment. It's fine. I'm like I say, I'm here. I'm very easy to access. I may not be easy to get hold of. I can be very busy, but yeah, we can sort out something. Like I say, I'm constantly running courses, classes, things like that. So you're more than welcome to sign up and stuff. But yeah, definitely follow me on the Insta. That's my email. You can drop me an email. On Instagram, it's Sacred Planet. On Instagram, it's Sacred Planets. On TikTok, it's Sacred Planet 7. Because I had to put a 7 there for some reason. So it's, if you put Sacred Planet 7, you'll find me on TikTok. For those of you on TikTok, I know many of you are on TikTok, but on Instagram you'll find me there, and Facebook also. It's connected to it also as well on the Facebook too. So I'm quite easily, again, you can come into my DMs and stuff like that. I don't necessarily answer immediately because sometimes I get bombarded a lot with messages and stuff. But yeah, not a problem. And If you guys want to learn, like I said, I teach astrology, numerology, tarot, and those things. But my central focus is astrology because it's very vast and it's very deep, And I just it will take time, and you will see. It's definitely it's a game changer. It's a life changer, guarantee.
Absolutely.
It's the oldest science.
Absolutely.
If we're talking about astrology, numerology, it's the oldest science.
Absolutely.
To mankind, to humanity.
Absolutely. Thank you.
It's the mother and father of all sciences.
Exactly.
Everything came out of that.
Thank you so much. We're grateful to Mr. Isreal for gracing us with his presence and knowledge at this 2025 ICC Elevate Africa. And we look forward to more sessions. Community, Manifest Growth Community, be ready to have more of Mr. Isreal, and we look forward to that. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you
We
very much.
appreciate
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I will be listening because I know you're doing throughout the day,
Yes,
and because
yes.
I was listening to the previous lecture before. I was watching you.